yin and yang channels of the arm. So just a couple things to show you, like if you choose to do the yin channels in supine, and then you choose to do the yang meridians in supine, you can transition in a couple different ways to the other arm. You can come up like this, and you can do stretch. Yes? And then you can come over, and then you can go right into the stretches for the supine here. Okay? So that's a nice transition. Or you can do one arm, both yin and yang. And you can take this arm and come up and transition, stretch, stretch. And in that transition, when you do both arms, you end up a head and neck, and that's where we're going to work. So in beginning this, we're going to start with compressions with the bottom of our feet on the top of our shoulders. So you want to position yourself so that your knees are slightly bent and your arms and hands are behind you, supporting you. And you're nice and open to the experience of the work. And you're just going to do alternating compression. And you want to try to keep your feet relaxed, and let's see if you can get the arch of your foot more over the top of the shoulders. And you want to work in and out. You'll notice, like, when you're closer to the neck, smaller movements. You get out more laterally, bigger movements. And then you just want to press down on one and hold it so that they have a nice stretch. And then you do the same on the other one. Press and hold down. And we're going to come back, and then we're going to keep our feet on the shoulders to keep them pinned. We're going to move up a little bit. And we're going to place our arms between our legs, palm up. And we're going to cup the back of their head. And have them inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring their chin as close to their chest as possible, so you're stretching out the back of their neck.
Is there pressure on your... Yes, you are pushing on the shoulder.
It's actually just more stabilizing. Okay. Then I'm going to let the head come down, and I'm going to take one foot off one shoulder and have them inhale. And on the exhale, I'm going to laterally flex their head away. And hold at point of resistance. So again, note that this is pure lateral flexion. It's not rotation, but lateral flexion, so the nose points up. Okay, then you want to change. Lateral flex. So this is just simple head and neck routine. And may I do this, or do you want to keep this on? You want to move up a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to cup the back of their neck with our hand one over the other. So we're going to cup the back of their neck. So this ridge here is hooked up underneath their occipital ridge. And then you're simply going to lean your body weight back and get a nice stretch. Yep. So it's your body weight just going back. And one thing that's really important to pay attention to, don't push your thumbs into their carotid arteries. Okay? So in general, watch that you're not working anterior or even placing your thumbs in front of the SEM. Okay, here's the SEM here. So when you have your thumbs, just keep them loose like this so you can come. And then you're going to hook your fingertips up underneath the occipital ridge. And this is done bilaterally. And if you palpate for the mastoid process, you're going to be hooking just behind it, up underneath the occipital ridge, and this is bilateral. And that way, you can just let your body weight again come back, so that they get some really nice digital compression and also traction of the neck. And that's, I'm just leaning back on exhale. just a couple simple things, like from the mastoid process up underneath the occipital ridge is a series of points. Also are the suboccipital muscles, which are responsible for the rocking and tilting of your head. It's also key in trying to get the neck to release. So this is what I've started to do lately, is I just place my fingertips, curling them up underneath the occipital ridge, and then I'm turning the head and resting it on my fingertips. So they get, it's their pressure, it's the pressure of their head that's pushing down. So my hand is supported on the mat, and my fingertips are curled up underneath the occipital ridge. So I do one side, and then you just turn it onto the other. Just a little bonus question: what meridian ends right here?
Those are the small intestines.
Small intestine. And then just to end this briefly, we're going to curl our fingertips up. So our hands are going to be like this. Both hands. You're going to curl your fingertips up underneath the occipital ridge. This way. And notice how the head scoops, so the chin sort of goes up. And that's resting right on your fingertips. And we can end there. Okay, and then we'll get this basic pattern, and then I'm going to add a few things, but I want you to get this basic pattern of it, okay? And I like ending just by coming and placing your thumbs right on the top of the head. It's a crown chakra point. Pretty yummy. It's very light pressure. Okay, so let me talk you through that. Okay.